Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. So today is this week is SBL Substitute Blended Learning. So as I mentioned, I will show to you this video for the new chapter. The chapter is chapter 7. Okay, chapter 7, which is projection or camera. Basically, you have done this one a lot, but here I want to show to you the theory behind the camera. Okay, so projection meaning camera. Okay, and then what is actually we doing with the projection is the object that we can see on the screen, which is it is based on the camera position. Okay, there are two types of camera position. Okay, the first one is perspective, and the second one is orthographic. Okay, let me show to you with the laser. Okay, for the perspective, basically what we can see in our clip space is in 3D with depth. Okay, the object will be displayed in 3D with depth. Okay, so for the perspective, let's say this is our camera, the position of camera here, and then in the perspective there are two plane. First is near clip plane and the second one is far clip plane. Okay. So you can see here we have the clip space here. We have these three objects, but you can see the green object is outside the clip space. So when we show in our display screen or in our clip space, this green object will be excluded. Okay, will be clipped out, not excluded, will be clipped out. Okay, so in the perspective camera, you can see there are near object and far object. The near object is the object that near to the clip plane. Okay, the far object is a object that near to the far clip plane. So dalam case ni, we can see the yellow object is bigger than red object. So it has the 3D with depth. So we can see dia macam 3D. Okay, 3D object with depth. Dia ada kedalaman dia. Okay. So this is a perspective. How about the orthographic? Orthographic basically camera is like this here. And then again we have the near clip plane and also far clip plane. Okay, it's same. It has the clip space. However, when we do the orthographic camera, our object will be looks like same. Okay, we will representing the 3D object in 2D, so we can see that the object in the same size. Okay, for the both objects. Okay, so this is a orthographic. So normally in WebGL we use both. Okay, it is a combination. Okay, next example you can see here. This is the object. When we do the perspective, we can see that the near shape here will be bigger than the far shape here. Okay, and then for the orthography, we can see the object is same size. You can see here dia tiada kedalaman here. Okay. Okay. So this is the basic knowledge about the camera. We have camera here, and then here we have a near clipping plane, and then here we have the far clipping plane, and with the aspect ratio here, width and height, and then here is a field of view. Okay, so we want to display our object based on this field of view. This one we call as a frustum. Okay, so frustum is basically area of object, or before this you know it as a clip space. Okay, so you can see here, this is the example. Okay, let's say when we enlarge, or when we play with the field of view, you can see here the object display is different. Okay, for the Z near, okay, you can see here When we play with the Z near, when the Z value is smaller, we can clearly see the object. However, when we enlarge or kita naikkan the value of Z near, it will be out of clip space or out of frustum. Okay. Okay, so this is how we play with the camera projection. Okay, so when we move around the Z position also, we can see the different projection or different view of our objects. Okay. So in WebGL, we don't need to do it from scratch. We just manipulate the value of Z, Y, and X to display an object in the clip space. Okay, so in the perspective, we will play with our camera using this value, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so this is Z positive and this is Z negative. So that's why before this, in this example, you can see that when we play with the Z near here and Z far here, it will be, kalau dia melebihi, kalau dia go more to the negative, we will not be able to see this object. Okay, because this is positive, this is negative. Negative Z means that kita zoom in. Okay, kita zoom in the camera. So when we zoom in the camera, dia ada satu tempat yang mana dia akan out of the frustum. Okay, so dia akan jadi keluar daripada clip space. Jadi kita tak dapat nampak objek tersebut. Okay, so based on this frustum, basically we transform it into our clip space. Okay, contohnya transformation tu we can do in both ways lah. Sama ada by using camera, kita boleh transform the camera, or we can transform this object as well. Okay, bila nak buat animation, either way lah, sama ada we want to transform the camera or we want to transform the object. Kalau dulu masa saya study dulu, masa tengah baru starting buat guna computer graphic ni, saya banyak transform object. Okay, sebab saya tak pandai lagi nak transformkan kamera. But then lepas saya dah masuk kepada start dengan VR, dengan animation semua tu, barulah kita bermain dengan camera transformation. Tapi untuk permulaan, saya banyak buat guna object transformation sebab dia lebih mudah. Kita just move the object. Okay. Okay, so this is what I said before. We can move, dalam case ni, dia lebih pada move the camera. Move the object. Okay. Tak boleh nak play. Okay. So ini kita move the object. Camera kita letak dia static dalam keadaan di sini, perspektif camera, and then we move our object. So I go to the code demo. Very simple code actually. Okay, bukan. Kejap ya. Lab 7. This code demo is available in your column. You can see it there. You can download and play. Okay, so you can see here we have these three objects before, and I put another object here, the idle object here. Okay, so when I move this R, I rotate all the objects. Okay, so this is, we do the object transformation lah. Okay, we put a static for the camera. Here I move the object. Kalau objek tu duduk sini, maksudnya dia zoom out. So bila saya tambah lagi value Z, dia akan zoom in sampailah dia out of clip. Okay, dia keluar daripada clip space. Okay, kemudian kita boleh buat juga kamera lah. Okay, kalau tengok kat sini, field of view, kita gerakkan kamera. Okay, objek dia static. Okay, objek ni static kat sini. But we move the camera field of view dia. Okay, we move the field of view camera. Ingat lagi kan field of view? Sekejap saya buka balik. Field of view yang ini. This one. Okay, we move the field of view untuk kamera ni. Kita gerakkan kamera ni. Okay. Okay, lepas tu kalau Z ni, okay, kalau Z ni saya gerakkan Z ni okay. So Z ni dia jadi lama-lama keluar daripada click space. Z far. Okay, so dia akan keluar daripada click space tu lah. Okay. And then the Z position. Okay, Z position ni kita gerakkan based on the negative Z dengan positive Z lah. So macam ditunjuk dalam nota tadi, bila kita makin negatif, dia makin hilang daripada click space lah. So dia ada value, certain value dia. So dalam case ni kita letak kamera tu pada 0, 0. Okay. Okay, so kita tengok pada coding sikit. Basically there is tak ada apa beza kecuali dekat sini lah. Dekat projection tu kan. Kita still lagi guna cara yang sama. Except that for the projection tu, untuk field of view, kita based on the slider. Slider tadi. Okay, field of view based on this slider. Okay, so value dia, kalau sebelum ni kita letak static. So now, we change the field of view based on this value from slider. And then, kita ada, kalau sebelum ni kita letak Z near and far, Z far based on value kan. Kita dah static kan, negatif 10 ke apa ke. So sekarang ni kita based on the Z near and far, Z far lah. So based on the slider kat sini. Okay. Okay. So itu sahaja. So sekarang saya dah itu sahaja untuk topik projection SBL ni. Apa yang saya nak awak buat adalah saya nak awak study this code dan awak bagi tahu mana satu yang daripada output ini, okay, from this output, from this slider, tadi saya dah bagi tahu slider ni untuk apa kan, slider ni pun, tapi saya tak bagi tahu setiap slider ni dia akan hantar value kepada function mana dan kepada mana di dalam main function. Okay. So your task now is study that code. Study code ni just inform kepada saya for each slider ni, okay, for each slider dia akan hantar value kepada function mana, kemudian kepada variable mana di dalam main function. Okay, setiap satu ni. Bagi tahu yang ini dan saya akan bagi link untuk awak masukkan jawapan awak, okay, dalam Google Form. Okay, so itu sahaja untuk SBL kita bagi topik projection. Okay, terima kasih.